to make, I have no clue what this is. I'm just throwing something together and we're going to call it a casserole. So right here we have, I sprayed the pan with Pam. And we have a California blend in here with some broccoli. And we're going to have some noodles. And then I made a cheese sauce. So the cheese sauce, I have 1.5 things of half and half? No, heavy cream. Whipping cream. With some shredded Parmesan cheese and a bag of mozzarella. And then the pan is getting ready for the chicken. So we're going to fry up all this chicken and have it with some fresh ginger and fresh broccoli. So we will...
Fresh ginger and fresh garlic.
Yeah, broccoli, fresh broccoli. I got that. Yep, you speak me. Alright, so I will come back when I'm... Alright, now that the cheese sauce is all ready to go, I can take this, put this in, the oil starts warming up, and we're going to go back over here, and we're going to pour all this cheese sauce all over the yummy vegetables. Kind of mix that in. Looks yummy. Gotta put water in our pot because otherwise it's gonna be gross to wash. Alright, let's turn you guys around here. Stir the noodles a couple of times. They almost look done. Put you back over here because we're about to put some chicken. Hang on a minute. Alright. So now the pan is heating up with our oil. It's time to put the chicken in. Fry that up. Now we're cooking a lot of chicken because half the chicken we're just going to put back in a freezer or in a bag and freeze it for next time because this is a lot of chicken that we're cutting up. But it works. So while he's doing that, I'm going to add some seasonings. And I'm going to put in some paprika because I seem to like a lot of paprika lately. I don't know why. And we're going to put in some garlic herbs. Alright, now that our noodles are done, we're going to drain our noodles and mix them into our casserole. Done because they are going to go into the oven for a little bit. Mix this in really good. Get the cheese sauce. So I'm guessing, I would say this is more like an Alfredo dish than a throw together whatever dish. But that's me. I typically don't follow recipes anyways. I come to the whatever comes to head and throw it together, and most of the times my family like it and ask me to remake it, and I don't remember. So, hey, guess what? This is a good way to remember how to make it.
For a change, right?
Yep.
Oh, that looks amazing.
So that is that. Let's come back and check on the chicken. Chicken's frying up really good. Tony's getting ready to add some more in there. Oops, throwing chicken everywhere. Hot, hot, hot. There goes some more. Do you want to let me do that so you can go cut up the ginger and garlic real quick before the rest of it gets done? So now that we added a little bit more chicken, I think I'm going to add a little bit more of the 2 spices that we put in there. Just to be fair, because, you know, we don't want any other pieces of chicken to be jealous because they didn't get seasoned. Sure. There's that. Paprika, that is. And here's some garlic and herbs. Yummy, yummy. And mix it up again. And like I said, I don't measure, so it's just a dash here and a dash there, so whatever looks good to you. Alright, we'll get back to you in a little bit. So let's go over here and see what he's doing.
So the ginger root, you gotta peel the ginger root.
So it looks like this.
And so I peeled the ginger root, and then I'm cut basically little sticks of ginger so that I can take some of this and cut it into little chunks, and then as the chunks cook, they'll soften and all of the ginger flavor will soak into the meat and then go into the casserole dish. And so all of this will cook down. And then before it actually cruises, I'll actually do a chop on it like you would see people do with garlic. So the garlic, once the garlic gets chopped, I will add the garlic to the bits of ginger and then do a finishing mince, which is why I picked this knife. And some of you might be looking at my fingers wondering why I don't do the curl thingamajigget. It's because I have really super huge nails, and my super huge nails make it very difficult to curve. I don't know if you can see that, but they come right to the tip of my finger. And so it can make it a little more challenging to do some of the other things you see people do that don't have fingernails right to the tip, like squatties. Alright, so we're going to do 2 cloves. Since I break it free, holy cow. Alright, maybe 3. 3 broke free. We'll do 3.
We like garlic anyways.
Yeah, why not?
Now he's got a little garbage pile over here. Here.
Sweet, still recording me?
Yep.
Awesome. I'm cutting off the little end piece here. And then, if you're wondering why I smack the garlic in order to peel it, it's because when you do this, you crush it and you release basically the garlic juice. And it helps get the peel off a lot easier instead of trying to peel it off without smashing the garlic clove. I actually learned that on the Food Network channel, watching a chef on there that I enjoy watching. And so now we're going to do a bit of a dice, but we're going to put everything together so that this will all dice up real nice. Whoops. Lost a couple
Our gecko will get it.
Do we have a name for this gecko now?
Fred.
Is it still Fred?
It's still Fred.
I think it's still Fred.
Probably not still Fred, but that's what the name we're sticking with.
Fred just keeps coming back.
Yeah.
So we got nice dice on all this, and this will cook into the chicken and taste amazing.
Alright, now all that's going to go over here into the chicken. The chicken is almost done.
There it is.
Alright, we're going to let that cook in for probably another few minutes, and then we'll get back to you. Alright, so that's good enough for now because it does still have to cook. So we're going to put about half of this into our casserole. Do you want to get the mozzarella cheese up? And some might say this is a lot for a family of 5, but I don't know how to cook small, so we just eat leftovers. So that's got to get mixed. What are you doing? You should just be able to rip the bag open.
Yeah, but I ripped the sheet and it didn't break like it normally does. So. Ready?
You can do it. Or do you want to be in it?
She's open. How about her?
Should probably. Let's try to put some of these juices in this, just because that's where all the garlic and whatnot's in there. Just a little bit. There we go. And I'll give that a good mix.
Let that cool off and put that in the freezer bag.
Yummy, yummy. Alright, now we like a lot of cheese in this house, so we're going to add some more cheese to it. If you don't want any more cheese, it can be fine. Then you can just sprinkle it with breadcrumbs or whatever. But we're just going to use some mozzarella cheese. That'd probably cover about half the bag. Yeah, that sounds about right. There you go. And then you're going to take breadcrumbs. And these are seasoned breadcrumbs or any. I would show you the brand, but I already threw it away. Give it a generous amount, why not? And just spread it in there. And make sure to get the ends. There you go. So, alright. So then we're going to put it in our stove. Let me turn you around. Whoa, let's not drop yous. Put it in the stove. See, yummy, yummy, yummy. I would say, let's see, we're cooking at 350, so probably about 30 minutes. And that's what it looks like. So I will, yummy, looks good. Place some on a plate for you so you guys can see it. Not the prettiest plate presentation, but oh well. And there you go. Kwani's version of Alfredo chicken.